Sophie, thank you. Tonight on BBC London, 4 years since his daughter died after being struck by a police car, the father still looking. Hello and a very warm welcome. I'm Samantha Simmonds. First tonight, 4 years after his daughter was struck by a police car and killed, a father desperately still wants answers. 21-year-old Jade Matua was crossing a road in Kensington in 2019 when she was hit by a police car. She died 2 days later. An inquest opened but was adjourned, and Jade's father, Jermaine, still doesn't know what happened. Anna O'Neill has been speaking to him. New research shows how pollution can cause miscarriages, reduced sperm count, and can damage a baby as it's growing in the womb. Scientists from Imperial College London say their new findings suggest pollution causes harm to people at all stages of life. Well, our environment correspondent Tom Edwards has been looking at the report and joins me now. Hi, Tom. So what does the report show?
Well, what the scientists at Imperial have been doing is they've looked at lots and lots of reports and they've summarised them to show the impact over a lifetime, and it's pretty grim reading when you go through it. What it points out is, for example, there's no safe level of pollution, and in London it suggests even if you live in an area of low pollution, it could feasibly all have an impact. And if we have a look now at some of these impacts that they outline,
including it's been 75 years since the Empire Windrush docked at Tilbury, bringing workers from the Caribbean to the UK. But 5 years ago, it emerged that thousands of those known as the Windrush generation had been wrongly classed as illegal immigrants, which meant in some cases they were unable to find work, housing, or gain access to healthcare. Well, now a report by Human Rights Watch says victims are still facing long waits and inadequate offers of compensation. It recommends the Home Office compensation scheme should be handed to an independent body. The Home Office said it was committed to righting the wrongs of Windrush. Alpert Patel reports. Let's take a look now at some of the day's other news in brief. 2 men have been charged with a former friend and colleague of WPC Yvonne Fletcher, who was shot and killed while policing a demonstration outside the Libyan embassy in 1984, has said he is confident of winning a private criminal conviction. Tributes were paid at a memorial to Yvonne Fletcher in central London this morning on the anniversary of her death. Our reporter Lakshmi Gopal went along. The founding of Khalsa is celebrated by Sikhs during the festival of Vaisakhi. Here in London, hundreds have gathered at Wembley Stadium to mark the occasion with food, music and prayers. Wendy, Hurrell went along.
At Wembley Stadium, many attendees here this evening have come to a very special Vaisakhi celebration. It's full of Sikh people here, and to tell us a little bit more about it, here's Armandeep. Now, tell me the significance of this particular celebration to your community.
And unique in our identity.
Wonderful. It's going to be a fantastic evening. Thank you for explaining that so beautifully to us. And over here is Dal, you're from the FA. Why here? Why the Vaisakhi here? It's wonderful, and there are lots of people here. There are players, there's lots of professionals as well. It's going to be a fantastic evening. Well done for organising it all. And for the first time down on pitch side, and not long from now, there will be a Sikh prayer. So that's going to be quite a moment here at Wembley Stadium.
Wendy, Hurrell at Wembley there. Still to come on the programme. Next, learning to use a wheelchair, especially for children, can be tough. Now, one man from London has set up the Wheelchair Skills College to help with just this. The idea is that wheelchair users learn the skills needed to build confidence and independence. Pete Donnelly has now started taking the programme into schools. We went along to a session. Now, an awards ceremony celebrating funny female authors is taking place in London tonight. It's the Comedy Women in Print Prize Award, and it was created as a platform for both aspiring and established writers. Well, Bhavani Vadi is there and can tell us more. Bhavani.
Hi, yes, this has been...
Bhavani, thank you very much. Looks like a great evening ahead, doesn't it? Now, there's just a few weeks to go until Kentish Town's May Muller represents the UK in the Eurovision Song Contest. Well, over the past few weeks, some of the artists have been touring Europe, performing to fans, and last night they were in central London at the final pre-party. The BBC's Eurovision reporter Daniel Rosney went along to meet them. Fun, isn't it? Time for a look at the weather now. Here's Susan Powell.
Hello.
Now, just before we go, a quick reminder of some of the main headlines. The Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. It from me. There's always more on our website and on social media, including some spectacular photos of the completion of the iconic One Canada Square skyscraper in Canary Wharf. Victoria Hollins will be here with your late news, but for now, from all of us, have a very good evening.